So I made a video a day ago saying that it looks like Black Ops 7 is actually going to be launching early. And all of you in the comments said it was clickbait, said I was making it up. Well, lo and behold, there is more and more and more evidence surmounting that says exactly that we are going to be getting Black Ops 7 early with an early launch. And it looks like it's going to be coming pretty soon. We have a date. Now you're going to see what I mean throughout this. But the original tweet was this from PlayStation Game Size saying that the campaign and zombies would be launching November 10th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and then the multiplayer on the 17th. Now, obviously that is wrong. The 17th is obviously wrong, but more came out today in a very interesting way. So we have a video. The first person to report on it, I believe, was Who's Immortal. I don't know how he found it so fast. But this is what he reported, and the plot just keeps on thickening. I don't even know. He might not even have the new evidence in here. He might not even have the new evidence.
Gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the
Kind of rude of him not to say ladies and gentlemen, just gentlemen. Weird.
channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is one of the most bizarre situations I can recall in Call of Duty history.
Oops.
As we know, Black Ops 7 is on the horizon. It's releasing this month. The current release date is November 14th. That's what they've had plastered all over their marketing, all over their trailers. It's always the pre-order now, Call of Duty Black Ops 7, November 14th, so on and so forth.
I didn't expect the voice.
Except for the fact that for the past few weeks, there has been this ongoing rumor that Call of Duty is going to surprise us and release Black Ops 7, or at least a part of Black Ops 7, early. And I've sort of sat back, I've watched this, I'm seeing everything that moves in.
So the tradition is, or the thought is that campaign early access is going to be the thing.
In that community. I see it all, trust me. And I'm sitting here watching this going, you know, I would be incredibly surprised if this game released early, because Call of Duty just doesn't do that. They would have said something by now. However, there has been coincidence after coincidence after
He's selling this. He's selling this well.
That has surfaced that does fit the narrative that Call of Duty might surprise us and release part of Black Ops 7.
And I think, like, T-Dog, he said it. I think he's right. I think they're going to shadow drop the campaign, is I think what they're going to do.
It starts with this tweet here from PlayStation Game Size, talking about the now live on the PlayStation database version of Black Ops 7. Now, it's the PlayStation 4 version. Shows you the download size for the multiplayer pack, the zombies pack, the campaign pack. It says there's going to be a preload live for this on November 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which adds up. We usually see that preload go live a few days
That preload
early.
does make sense.
But then there's the
it's a little early
times, which say the campaign and zombies modes will be releasing on November 10th, which would be 4 days early, and multiplayer releasing November 17th, which is 3 days late. So, like, clearly something is not right with these dates, especially the multiplayer one. Like, that's just blatantly, obviously wrong. But why is the release for the campaign and the zombie time early? Now, PlayStation Game Size does note, they say important. The size and release times may change, but these are the currently listed details. I'll post the size of the PlayStation 5.
He hasn't posted the PlayStation 5 one yet, at least that I have seen. But
Version soon. That has yet to surface at the time that I'm recording this video, for what it's worth. But I thought this was really peculiar, just the fact that there's two different release times for the two different portions of the game. I've been advocating for campaign early access since we first got it in MW2. I think it's a fantastic thing, and I think this year in specific, with the campaign endgame co-op features of all available there, with the ability to level up weapons and earn camos, I think this would be a pristine time, literally the perfect time to do campaign early, let players experience that, let them get some stuff ready for day one of multiplayer. Like, it'd be a phenomenal way to promote campaign. They would get insane sales on that, and insane numbers.
And if they actually believe in this endgame thing, that, like, if they actually think it's going to be something good, this is the way to promote it, right? Like, throw people in and be like, you can level up your guns early. You just got to check out this end game mode.
On that, purely because you can start earning camos and leveling up some guns early and checking out in-game potentially. But this is just the beginning of the very, very strange coincidences that have surfaced regarding this. Next up is this tweet. Demon Gamer replied to PlayStation Size. They're saying, why is it saying 8 days and 20 hours? On the playable in, which would indicate an early release. This would end up being, I believe, November 10th. Goes to Hope quote tweeted this and said, what? With a billion question marks, right? And in the replies here, Demon Gamer showed exactly what they saw when they booted this up. So they posted this short on YouTube here, and you can see as we go through, they'll go into their store here. They search up Call of Duty.
Yeah, like this is not edited.
In the store as you would to find the actual listing for it and get it ready for pre-order, preload, and everything like that. So they search up Call of Duty just to prove that like there's nothing weird that wasn't like a photoshopped image or anything. They show them actually doing it. They go in, they look at the actual version of the game here. They change over to the Vault Edition, and when they view it, the countdown says 8 days, and it clearly says 8 days there. So like it doesn't add up.
I think this takes it to the 11th, I think. But anyway, you'll see why that's important in a minute.
Deliberately there on PlayStation. So it's like, what's going on with this now? And not only do you have the actual store with the countdown timer there showing an early access date, another person ended up responding to Hope saying the PlayStation App Store also says this. Expected release date is November 13th at 11 o'clock local time there. Expected download date, November 6th. That'd be about a week early.
That's really early.
Typically, if there's going to be an early access period, it'd be anywhere between 4 and 7 days early. Like what we've seen before, that week-long early access, or maybe if they're doing it last second this year, it'd be a 3 or a 4 day early access period. I think that would make a lot of sense. And like I said, I'm not expecting this game to release early, but you can't ignore that there are some hilariously circumstantial pieces of evidence here that indicate that maybe something is going on right now. The various leaderboard stuff, some of the multi-week things going on.
Oh, okay. I skipped too far ahead.
Maybe something is going on, and this still is not it. Flexi here also posted this tweet. They secretly changed a lot of the Black Ops 6 events to end on the 10th rather than the 14th, by the way. And I noticed that in game, we have all these end of season 6 events going on right now, the various leaderboard stuff, some of the multi-week things going on in Black Ops 6 and Warzone to round out the year. Originally, all the event end dates basically counted down.
He's not going to have the next thing, is he?
Black Ops 7
He's not going to have
14th.
All right.
Then
so he actually lined this up pretty good. He lined this up pretty good to show, number one, the PlayStation size thing. The biggest thing with that was them showing that there was different launch times for campaign and zombies than there was for multiplayer. Like that's one thing. Then the launch timer. Then what he showed there, that the Black Ops 6 end time for season 6. Then this. This is a Forbes article. Now, Call of Duty has done direct interviews with Forbes. They were the ones that first showed off the guild at the very beginning. Forbes is an immensely reputable journalism place. Now, whether you agree with the politics of them or not, whatever, but they are not going to report something that's not true. And if it is not true, when it comes to light, they will change it. That's the most important thing. This article is from yesterday, November 1st. It's posted at 3:01 a.m., which is weird, midnight. That's weird. But it says Black Ops 7 release date, pre-order info, and details. Highlights. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 arrives this month with an innovative co-op campaign and extended multiplayer featuring 6v16, 6v6 map, plus 2 massive 20v20 battlefields. Pre-orders are live across all platforms, with Vault Edition offering premium rewards and early access starting November 11th. It says it in Forbes. It literally says it in Forbes. So, not to mention, like everything else, is Game Pass subscribers get day one access, with Treyarch confirming November 14th global launch remains on schedule despite recent speculation. So the launch date is still technically November 14th. However, there is early access on November 11th. And this makes a ton of sense, because the reason why we're saying this is it is very clear, very, very clear that they lost a bunch of money last year putting this game on Game Pass, about $300 million by putting Black Ops 6 on Game Pass. So how can we recuperate some of that money? Well, you get the standard edition with Game Pass, but if you want the Vault Edition, you got to upgrade to it, which means you have to pay like $30 extra. And what will people pay $30 extra for? Not a bunch of skins, but rather early access. So it's been a rumor for quite a substantial amount of time, and now Forbes is reporting that November 11th. Now, those times could technically change based off of the New Zealand thing and everything like that. We'll have to figure that out as we go down the rabbit hole. But there's two ways that this could happen. Number one, when they finally give us the end game description, trailer, whatever they're going to do for it, they then show us the I just saw something else in this article. Release date November 14th, platforms, Game Pass, preload approximately begins 1 week before launch, which that would be November 7th, which would be around that November 6th timeline that we saw before. Anyway, this, like Zach said, this is a perfect way to draw people into this game, to get them playing end game, to get them trying it, and to recuperate some of that money from that they lose on Game Pass. So I am not surprised about this whatsoever. And the fact that this has been out for a day now and has not changed, I'm thinking we're getting campaign on November 11th. I think that pretty much confirms it.